Hey guys, Minute here, and in today's video we will be looking over all interiors and exteriors of Dalek mod, as well as some of their stories. If you didn't know, you can only pick the interior of a Tardis once. After that, the only time you can change it is by going inside and destroying blocks and replacing them. The exterior, however, can be customized using a chameleon panel. So it is very important which TARDIS you pick to start off with. So I will today show you all of the interiors and exteriors. So you know some of the stories will not be covered in voice and instead be covered as text on screen, because they are very specific to that TARDIS. This took a long time to make, by the way. So if you did enjoy this, please like, and if you liked it even further, if you like my content, please subscribe. Okay, we start our journey off at the TT Capsule. The TT Capsule is the first name given to the TARDIS. The name TARDIS comes from an acronym called Time and Relative Dimension in Space. TT Capsule comes from Time Travel Capsule, because the TARDIS is a time machine, if you did not know. The TARDIS is a grown machine. It is grown. It can travel through space. Time has an infinite dimension inside of itself and can camouflage itself to any object in whatever environment it lands in. Its original look is this kind of cylinder shape here. The first Doctor stole the TARDIS, but according to the TARDIS picked the Doctor. Confusing. The first Doctor, however, didn't know that his soon-to-be TARDIS had a broken chameleon circuit, the thing that controls what the TARDIS will look like wherever he went. He landed in the 1960s and it got stuck as a police box. He got stuck with a police box for over 50 years. Mostly because he just wanted to keep it, because he kind of liked it over time. But this is confusing as well, seeing as before the first Doctor, we have the Ruth/Fugitive TARDIS. This was introduced quite recently, actually, in a series of the 13th Doctor. The Ruth Doctor is a pre-first Doctor. She doesn't have the same morals as these other Doctors, and doesn't know that the first Doctor, second Doctor, etc. exist. This is because she knows that she is what's called the timeless child. Chris Chibnall, current showrunner of Doctor Who, decided to rewrite 50 years of Doctor Who, the original law being that the Time Lords, in order to become Time Lords, look into somewhere that has a time vortex, and that slowly gives them regenerative energy. However, and regenerative energy allows them to change faces after they die. However, the Ruth Doctor, the Ruth Doctor realizes that she is the timeless child, escapes Gallifrey, where she is then promptly captured by the Jadoon, hence why she is the fugitive. and then her memory is wiped and she is forced to regenerate. The timeless child has infinite regenerations, and their infinite regenerations are stolen to give the Time Lords the regenerative abilities, according to Chris Chibnall. Second Doctor, Third Doctor Tardis, Fourth Doctor Tardis, Fifth Doctor Tardis, Sixth Doctor doesn't exist, Seventh Doctor kind of exists, again, more on that later. Eighth Doctor Tardis. After a period of time, after the Seventh Doctor, the show got cancelled and was brought back for a film for the Eighth Doctor. It then got brought back in 2005 in form of the Ninth Doctor. However, he was talking about Gallifrey being destroyed and stuff. This was due to the War Doctor, a Doctor that was created by the Eighth Doctor to destroy Daleks, essentially. He doesn't have the same morals as the normal Doctor, and this is his TARDIS. 10th Doctor, 11th Doctor, 12th Doctor, and 13th Doctor TARDIS. 7th Doctor Happiness Patrol TARDIS. The 7th Doctor lands in like a candy themed place, and the candy people paint his TARDIS pink for some reason, and so this is what it looks like. It's essentially the 5th Doctor's TARDIS, but pink. 9th Doctor TARDIS, but it's Bad Wolf. The 9th Doctor's companion and 10th Doctor's companion, Rose Tyler, sucked in the heart of TARDIS, turning into some kind of god or something, and she spread the words Bad Wolf across time and space. Across Doctor Who, you will see the words Bad Wolf in various places, including in one episode on the TARDIS, so this is what it looks like. 11th Doctor's TARDIS 2013. After the 11th Doctor had a death of a companion, he went into kind of a depressive state, and so this TARDIS's interior is kind of darker themed, so it looks basically the same. The exterior is slightly lighter, but the interior is way darker. 12th Doctor's Clara tribute. The 12th Doctor had a companion called Clara, also the 11th Doctor's companion, but she died, and for some reason the Doctor's TARDIS was covered in chalk, including this chalk drawing of Clara, but they've Minecraftified it up there. Rani TARDIS, Master's TARDIS, DR Who's TARDIS, Chronotis's TARDIS, Scream of the Schalke TARDIS, Default / Dalek Mod A TARDIS, Dalek Mod B TARDIS, C, D, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Zeta, Zeta Altered, Delta, and finally the mod loader. Vanilla TARDIS, Tree TARDIS, Vanilla Door TARDIS, Cobblestone TARDIS, Wood TARDIS, Brick TARDIS, Furnace Tardis. Tardim, time and relative dimension in Minecraft. This is the first chameleon cartridge only TARDIS, by the way. Some TARDISes, some TARDIS exteriors can only be gotten through inputting a separate chameleon cartridge into your TARDIS using the panel. Just a bit of a heads up there. Nether TARDIS. Ender TARDIS, again, chameleon cartridge. New vanilla TARDIS, chameleon cartridge separate. Dirt Hurt TARDIS. This is a bit glitched currently in update 63. I wouldn't use it. You literally cannot enter it. You can hear my click, hopefully. We then move on to Blocked TARDIS, etc. All the following TARDISes, as well as some over there, are TARDISes used in the higher SWD program that they ran in 2018. This was something that you could pay for to get your own item in the game. Various people got their own items that were username locked, but these people with their TARDISes are specifically not username locked. So here we have Blocked TARDIS, Ethoscience TARDIS or Etho TARDIS, Tempest TARDIS or Ollie's TARDIS, Valiant TARDIS, Ed's TARDIS, Bluefire TARDIS, which is Ed's TARDIS again. It's actually a chameleon cartridge. Glasgow TARDIS or Ambient TARDIS, Ally TARDIS or Ali TARDIS, Epsimo TARDIS or Danita's TARDIS, or as I like to call it, the Furry TARDIS. Gizmo or Vigo's TARDIS, looks pretty cool, very broken. Ed's TARDIS, Ed. Synced TARDIS, also Ed. It's just like a pixelated version. Fedora TARDIS or TARDIS Man's TARDIS. Darkwood TARDIS or Morsewood's TARDIS. Dalek mod paid for made people pay for it on their website. Morsewood wasn't happy with this, so they changed it to Darkwood, and yeah. Shed Fuzzy Leo. You can see it very clearly there that this is Fuzzy Leo's shed. Bill and Ted's TARDIS. It's Bill and Ted's phone booth from Bill and Ted. Lego Dimensions TARDIS. Hexon TARDIS. Fridge. K6 phone box. K2 phone box. Pokeball. Gingerbread House TARDIS. Pepsi TARDIS. Porta Potty. Gallifreyan Wardrobe. Steampunk Wardrobe. Grandfather Clock TARDIS. Portal. This is actually a chameleon cartridge. Actually, says the Porta Potty. The Porta Potty is a chameleon cartridge. Squidward's TARDIS, or the SB129 TARDIS, or Squidward's TARDIS as I like to call it. The Cute TARDIS, it's another chameleon cartridge, but only TARDIS. Rgb printer TARDIS, it's got colours of RGB on it, so red, green, blue. Pride TARDIS, pride flags. Cyber TARDIS. Mario TARDIS, it's another chameleon cartridge. It's a pipe. Doom Tardis, another chameleon cartridge. CMYK, meaning cyan, magenta, yellow, and I forget what the K means. Technicolor Tardis. Vintage Tardis. Synthwave Tardis. Cola Tardis. Snack Tardis. Amp Tardis. This actually is only get-inable from the back. And finally, Dennis Fisher Tardis. This needs to have a story explained. It's based off of the Fourth Doctor's Tardis, but the creators, Dennis Fisher, were very bad at doing it, and so this was the outcome of said toy. We then move on to the interiors. So this is the default interior. Eleventh Doctor's Interior 2010. Ignore this. Alpha Interior. Ambient or Glasgow Interior. Beta Interior. Bill and Ted Interior. Blockter Interior. Chronotis Interior. Fifth Doctor Interior, or Classic Doctor Interior as it's called. Coral Interior, or the 9th Doctor to 10th Doctor Interior. The Crystalline Interior, or 13th Doctor Interior. Dalek Mod A, or, well, it's not the default interior, but Dalek Mod A Interior. Dalek Mod B Interior, just to give you a scale of how big this thing actually is. There's stuff down there, and there's stuff down there. Dalek Mod C Interior. Oh, yeah. It's like a staircase and stuff. Dalek Mod D Interior. Ed's Interior. Eighth Doctor Interior. Epsimo Interior. This one actually has a couple of secrets. There's an Easter egg up there. Wow, it is very laggy for some reason. Tree Interior. Fourth Doctor Interior 2. The Fourth Doctor used the Third Doctor's interior for a lot of his runtime. So this is his second interior, looking a lot very wooden. Fridge Interior. Gallifrey Wardrobe Interior. Now this is with all of the block-based ones. So that's brick, log, and stone, cobble. So this gives you Geronimo, and it's bigger than the 11th Doctor's 2010 Tardis, way bigger. But it's just massive. It's massive. It also has these I don't know what to call them, models, just to give you a scale of how big this place actually is. This is the Gingerbread Interior. It's Christmas themed. And this is the Gizmo Interior. This is supposed to work, but of course it doesn't. This is the Grandfather Clock Interior. This is the First Doctor Interior. This is the Hellbent Interior. It's supposed to be different, but there's currently a glitch where the Hellbent Interior is exactly the same as the First Doctor Interior. Hopefully this will be fixed in future. This is the Hexon Interior. This is the Pokeball Interior. This is the Rani Interior. This is the Ruth or Fugitive Doctor Interior. This is the Second Doctor Interior. This is the Third Doctor's Interior. Ignore the shed. This is the shed interior. This is the Etho sign or Etho interior. This is the Tempest interior. This is the 12th Doctor interior, different from the 11th Doctor 2013 interior, where this is instead blue and there are less bookshelves, because the 12th Doctor is for some reason obsessed with books and research. TUD's interior. TUD stands for the Universal Doctor. Vanilla interior. Vending machine interior. This is for all snack and drink based machines. War Doctor interior. Not Gallifreyan, but wardrobe interior. I'm fairly sure it's the same. This is Linoleum's interior. This is the Nether interior. This is the Delta interior. You can't really get up all the way into there, but it looks like you can. It'd be cool if you could. You can probably build up there, I don't know. This is the... I think I messed up, but that looked like I wrote Delta. I think I'll probably fix that. Somebody... I think one of them should be Gamma, but yeah. That said Delta. Oh, if you fall down here, you're stuck unless you can fly. The SB-129 interior, or Squidward's interior. This can actually be used to both control the monitor and to travel. This is the Time Leak interior. It's actually spelt wrong, but that's for a purpose, because this is owned by someone with it spelt like that. You get that point. This is the RGB interior. All printed Tardises look like this. I think also the Pride one looks like this as well. This is the 2013 11th Doctor interior. Again, it doesn't have all of the whatchamacallits, the bookshelves and all of the research things as seen before. Also, the center is blue, not orange. The Zeta interior. The story mode interior. The Fedora interior. The Furnace interior. The Scream of the Schalker interior. But how you gonna get Porta Potty if you can't craft it? Well, I'll show you. You do it like this. The porta potty. That's how you change it. And that is it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'm smiling. You can't see it. That was a burp.